Hello everyone, just a quick video today because I wanted to talk about the sprint race that went on earlier. I don't usually talk about the sprint during my Grand Prix review, but this certainly deserved a mention, I do believe. Anyway, I just hope before I start that nobody has made any videos claiming that once again this is all a big conspiracy by the FIA to make sure that Max Verstappen wins the championship. Oh. So yeah, anyway, let's move on. Well, I'll tell you what. They are certainly tripping over their dicks, aren't they, at McLaren? Now, I know it was a racing incident. There was nothing you could do about it, but it was a racing incident between the two championship rivals. It was just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Yes, Lando. I think Lando went for a bit of a dive there. I do believe a little bit of a dive. Talking about dives, what about George Russell's dive on Max Verstappen? That was definitely Hookster quality. I wish they'd stop watching my all seasons because it's getting ridiculous now. I'm going to claim copyright soon. But what a dive from George Russell. But anyway, yes, the McLarens. Yes, Lando Norris out with a busted wheel, and then of course oscarpiastri as well. So they lost 8 points out of the sprint round. It's just unbelievable. I mean, this goes back to the days of Senna and Prost, really, doesn't it? When they were fighting for the championship. Of course, not really, because no one's really interested about the McLarens fighting for the championship, to be honest. But it just has sort of images of that going around at the moment. Now, despite what a lot of people have said online, it was a racing incident and there's really nothing you can do about that. And despite what people have said, you can't see shit in those cars. Your peripheral vision is basically zero. Those wing mirrors are absolute rubbish. You can't see anything through them. And don't forget, a lot of people sort of forget this. You're not sitting upright like you are in a car. You're sitting basically about 2 inches off the floor. And you're leaning back as well. Yes, like you see the Ponzi F1 YouTubers who are doing it on their sim rigs. That's exactly how the F1 driver sits in his cockpit as well. So you're basically about 2 inches off the ground, sitting back in your seat, and you're expected to be able to see everything that's going on around you. Don't forget, of course, you've got that fucking great halo in front of you as well. It's just impossible. As I say, those wing mirrors don't work. Anybody who's played the F1 game will know that you know that's a pretty decent representation of how bad it is trying to see. That's why everyone goes for the T-cam view. Nobody drives in cockpit because it's just too difficult, or they take the halo bar out because it's just impossible. How these drivers manage to even get around the circuit is beyond me. It's just crazy stuff. But yeah, so unfortunately we had a crash during the sprint and the McLaren drivers didn't score any points. So who scored top points, everyone? Yes, that's right, Maxi Boy Verstappen. Now, a friend of mine has worked out some statistics. He is a betting man, so I'm not going to deny what he's come up with. And that is that if Max Verstappen gets 9.1 points every single race ahead of oscarpiastri, he will win the World Championship. So let's break that down. Basically 9 points. If he gets 9 points ahead of oscarpiastri every round until the end now, he will be World Champion. Now, that's a tall order, but it's not an impossible order. It can happen. And as I say, the way they're tripping over their own dicks at McLaren, it could definitely. Now, what an end to the season that would be, wouldn't it? What an end to the season. Max Verstappen, all the problems he's had at Red Bull with Christian Horner and all that malarkey going on. New team principal, of course, in Mekis, who, as I say, seems to be doing a bloody decent job. Yes, it took him a while to settle in, but now they are definitely back on it again due to the fact that he's also got pole position in the race, which will be on later, about 9:30 in the morning on Channel 4. That's why, as I've said, I might be later with my Grand Prix review. But anyway, so yeah, because of this, I have decided I'm going to back Max Verstappen. Now, I've said this in the past. I have no allegiance to any driver. No driver at all. I like loads of the drivers, but I haven't got any fandom or allegiance to them. So I'm going to now place my money on Max Verstappen for winning this year's World Championship. And I hope he does it. I hope he does it. Because personally, I don't think McLaren deserve it. I really don't. Because they should have had this championship done by now. They've had the papaya rules malarkey, which is all out of old bullshit. Could you imagine asking Senna to pull over to let his own teammate pass him to get the points? Because, well, that's what we agreed. That's what we agreed. I mean, it's just crazy talk, isn't it? Crazy talk. There was just no way he would say yes to that. But no, you know, oh yeah, that's all right. We'll do. No. I'm a little bit surprised by Oscar's pastry, to be honest. Managed by Mark Webber. Don't forget, Aussie grit. I'm surprised he hasn't had a few words with Oscar and said, you know, you fuck these papaya rules. What about these Aussie rules, you know? And just get on with the job and don't listen to what McLaren are telling you. Just put your head down and try and get the job done. Because all these distractions are just losing points for Oscar. They are losing points for Oscar. And it's not good. Lando, well, he's just being Lando, isn't he, basically? Just being Lando. Little bit of desperation, I think, was creeping in on that turn one. I'm not quite sure. As I still say it's a racing incident, so I'm not going to apportion any blame to it. But I'm still saying a little bit of desperation, I think, was creeping in from Lando there in that sort of move. But as I've said, it's very, very difficult to see the cars around you, despite what people on the internet say. Yeah, if you've driven an F1 car, then that's fine. That's fine. You can have that opinion. But I don't think any of the people that have got these opinions have ever. I mean, I've never driven one either. But you know, I just don't think that these people coming up with all these ideas about, oh yeah, that should have been avoidable. No. When you've got 20 cars into turn one and you're all jostling and fighting for position, you cannot see anything. You can't see a thing. So yeah, that was just a racing incident. So there you go. Just a quick, I said quick, 7 minutes long. 7 minutes long. Anyway, just a quick video. Just wanted to talk about the sprint. As I say, the race Grand Prix may be a day late, depends, or I might get it out in time. Who knows? But anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. Now let me know in the comments what you think about that sprint race. Do you think Max is going to, don't forget, 9 points every race. Do you think Max is now going to win the championship? Well, we will find out. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and I'll catch you in the next video.